going to show yourself.
Hello, you beautiful looking human being. Are you doing something new with your hair? Because whatever it is, it looks great. And I've got to say, it is hot as hell in England now. So my balls are sticking to my legs constantly. I need a haircut. Everything's just going bad. And one part of that is my newfound addiction to big house shows. You know, your MTV Cribs and stuff. I don't know why, but I just find it insane what some people can have. And mostly how bad they are, considering how much they cost. And in this addiction, I have been watching a lot of Architectural Digest, which lets you see inside some of the most expensive houses and sometimes into celebrities' houses as well, which is always interesting. So as the title suggests, we will be looking at some expensive ass shit. And if I'm going to be spending a bunch of money on a house, this is my list of demands. Pillars, you know, like big house pillars, a pool, gym, balcony, a great view. What's the point of the balcony if there's not a great view? A games room, a cinema room, a tennis court, at least half a basketball court, because I'm not going to have enough friends to do a full basketball game anyway, and a music studio. And I know that is a lot to ask for, but I'm spending millions on this house. I want my money's worth. I want a small, self-sustainable economy on my grounds. My own little village that I can do little experiments on and stuff. Wow. I would be a terrible rich person. But we'll see what on my list is in these houses, and we'll be able to determine whether they're actually worth the amount of money that they cost. And let me know the sort of stuff you guys would like in your dream houses in the comments as well. That'll be quite interesting. And I don't know how good this mic is going to be at the moment because it's just on my brother's wardrobe, because I don't have a proper setup or anything yet. And I originally set it up for like my music stuff because I need to record the lyrics. I've got the track sorted and everything, it's just the lyrics. But when I tried to do it, I strained my voice or something because I haven't practiced in a while, so now I can't even attempt it. So I've got to wait for my throat to get better. And when I finish the song properly, I will be uploading it here. So just as a little teaser, here is exactly 1 second of the song. Wasn't that great? So first I'm going to show you a bit of the place, you know, just a little bit of a look around so you can get the gist of it. And then I want you to guess how much you think it's worth. So this is the building where the two-story penthouse in Miami is that we will be looking at first. And to me, it just looks like the next SpaceX launch, ready to explore the multiverse or some shit. Or take Jeff Bezos into space and never bring him back.
This is the first ultra-luxury high-rise south of 5th built in 1997.
I had no idea ultra-luxury existed. I thought luxury was like the top. Is there anything beyond ultra luxury? Ultra mega luxury? Super quadrupedal ninja eco GT platinum auto luxury deluxe? Can't even imagine what that lifestyle's like. You spend a weekend living like that and your muscles are just so relaxed they just can't move at all anymore. But part of the experience is that they give you an assistant to help you out of everything. So they walk you around, they take you to meetings, they satisfy your wife. Does everything you can't do, basically. So here's a list of what we're working with in this house.
Romano transformed this 4,100 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2-story condo into a unique, sexy, sophisticated home.
So now I want you to guess how much you think this costs. And Jesus Christ, I don't know why I'm sweating so much. So go on, have a guess. 1 million? 2 million? Let's have a look.
And all of this can be yours for just over $7 million.
$7.1 million! And she really emphasized the just part of that. You can have it for just over $7.1 million. Like, we're the weirdos for not being able to afford our 4th property holiday home in Miami that will only get used twice a year.
It's a beautifully finished, wide open, inspiring space with 20-foot floor-to-ceiling windows. The most spectacular thing about Unit 4004 is the views. There's views and then there's views.
You know what, she's got a point there. There are views and there are views. Because that's a view. And that's a view. And that's a view. And that's a view. Or not many of them.
Every amenity you can possibly think of. Gaggenau appliances, double ovens, 80-bottle wine cooler, cappuccino and espresso maker, an enormous refrigerator. It's the perfect kitchen to throw a fabulous Miami party.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how much of a wild party I want happening in something that cost me $7 million. If you're coming around, then you're taking your shoes off at the door and you're sitting there respectfully, not touching anything. $7 million is too much to risk a cocktail spilling over or something. Especially because of how white this place is. Just look at it, it's so white, it's too white. It's almost clinical. I'd want some nice blacks or greys or just something other than white at least. Just mix it up and actually make it look interesting. We then see the dining room and one of the guest bedrooms. One has a view and one has a view. And in this next kind of establishing shot, we see this big freestanding mirror just leaning up against a wall. Leaning! I paid $7 million for this house. And there's just a mirror leaning up against the wall. For that type of money, I want a holographic mirror that also makes me toast or some shit.
You ascend the floating staircase and you land at the top with unobstructed views of the ocean, Fisher Island. It's simply breathtaking.
Okay, that's a nice little balcony, I gotta say. And I know I spend hours just trying to throw food into someone's mouth who's on the bottom floor, just freaking whoop. I'll set a trampoline up at the bottom and just do a bunch of mad tricks. I probably miss and go through it and shatter both my kneecaps. And it's in America, so the hospital bills will be insane and would destroy me financially. And I'll lose the penthouse and I'll end up homeless on the street giving handjobs for crack. But that sounds really worth it though, dude. And don't think I missed it. On the way up, there was another freestanding mirror leaned up against the wall. Or is it the same one and they just moved it for this shot? Even then, why? Why would you need two of them? Why are they leaned up against the wall? Just get a nice full-length mirror built in the wall. I especially wouldn't want a big fuck-off mirror like that at a party though. Is it so at a party you can get like a big group photo? But even then, that's gonna get smashed or pushed down the stairs or something, man. Especially at a rich person's party. A rich person's party would go off, dude. She shows us the main bathroom next.
The primary bathroom is by far one of the most unique bathrooms I've ever seen. The massive shower overlooks the living room and has incredible views.
Which looks quite nice. You get to see a nice view while you're showering. That's cool. That is cool. And there's this.
To add to the Miami sex appeal of the unit, you could shower on display or fog up the glass for privacy.
You can shower in front of everyone. I'll fog up the glass for privacy. But I wouldn't trust that fog up thing. I'd be so anxious that entire time. That I would just cut out and turn off so my entire family downstairs could just see my junk while I'm showering. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I gotta say, that's a nice view. You know, there's views and there's views, and that is a view. Oh, hey son, hey. Nice balls. Hey, he's got balls like mine. She then goes over the other two guest bedrooms, which are bigger than my living room. This place has balconies, a great view. The great view gets 2 spots because there's just so many of them. You can see the view from basically anywhere in the house. I'll also give it the benefit of the doubt because in the building there probably is a pool and a gym in there. So there are some good bits off the list, but it's not good enough for me. Like I've got $7 million to spend on a house anyway, dude. That's insane. So let's look at one more. This is the Carolwood Estate.
Sonny and Cher lived here while they filmed their TV show. Several studio heads have owned the property. Marilyn Monroe was a very, very frequent visitor. Recently, Jay-Z and Beyonce hosted one of the most incredible Grammy Awards parties at the estate.
So obviously we all know Jay-Z and Beyonce and who Marilyn Monroe was. Rest in peace. And I think that dude was Joseph Schenck, who co-founded 20th Century Fox. And apparently, Joseph Schenck and Marilyn Monroe were having an affair. Just saying. A bunch of gossip in the 30s. Is it the 30s? I don't know. I don't know what timing it is. Was it 30s? 50s? 60s. No, 50s. Yeah. 50s. Yeah, I was right. So yeah, any gossip that went around in the 50s that's clearly relevant now, I don't know. And is it just me, or is this guy not dressed how you would expect the realtor of this house to dress? He's got a suit blazer on, which makes sense. It's nice and smart. Then he's got a normal t-shirt on underneath that. I mean, okay. Skinny jeans and yellow shoes. How is this the professional standard? I have to wear proper trousers and a button-up shirt to go for my job in a pub. So what the hell is this? So here's a quick list of what's in the house.
The home itself is comprised of just under 13,000 square feet of living space. We have 9 bedrooms, 12 baths, and the most beautiful pool house.
So how much do you think it's worth? Just the word estate being in the title probably adds a few million, to be honest. 20 million? 30 million? 50 million? No, it's $115 million. And the first thing they show us is the grand foyer. And just look at how tiny this man looks. It's insane. He shows us the dining room.
The walls have secret panels that open up where you can house your silverware and is beautifully integrated into the millwork of the house.
Oh. It's to hide silverware. Sure. It's not like this house is constantly lined with hard drugs or anything. Especially after a Grammys party was held there. Jesus Christ. Probably jam-packed with meth. And there's a reception room? Like, what even is that?
This was conceived as the reception hall. Guests come in the beautiful front door, are let into here for appetizers, conversing, and then actually are able to go and access the rear grounds.
How weird is that? You have your friends come over to hang out, and you just make them wait in the reception room for ages until you come and meet them. No, just let them in to play COD or For Honor or something.
You've had the likes of Gwyneth Paltrow, Demi Moore, Sam Ronson, and so many more luminaries that have congregated in this room as a pass-through to the rear gardens.
Did he just call Gwyneth Paltrow an illuminary? Has he ever heard of her website Goop? Fun fact, it's actually called Goop because somebody once told her that all successful online businesses have a double O in them. You know, like Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Opel, Amazon, Samsung. Ooh. Gotta say though, Goop is the perfect place to buy a vagina-smelling candle. Or a vagina-smelling roll-on. So you can smell like a massive pussy all day long. But obviously it doesn't actually smell like vagina. It'll be flowers or something. The smell of what a vagina represents. Femininity and all that. He then shows us the main parlour, which is apparently for all the formal parties and stuff. And it looks nice, the woodwork and everything looks good. It's all from the 1930s. But it just doesn't look... Ah. Oh no. Yeah, oh no, 1 second.
Are you doing a video?
Yeah, 1
Oh,
second.
fuck, sorry.
No, that's fine, 1 sec. Ugh! Oh my god, I'm so hot and sweaty. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the main parlour, yeah. It just doesn't look like it would feel homely, you know? But then again, you aren't buying this place for it to feel homely. You buy it because of this.
And then of course, the most important aspect of the house is the scale. It really does have unmatched scale and volume.
We then go upstairs to see the main bedroom.
We're now in the primary suite that really is reminiscent of Marie Antoinette. The room is lighter, brighter, and has the most beautiful and super intricate plaster.
And I've got to say, the bed isn't as big as I expected it to be. And I don't know how I feel about beds not being up against a wall. You know, like in a corner or something, at least two sides of the bed are up against a wall. All my life, I've only been on beds like that. I just feel exposed. But not as exposed as that girl in the Vanilla Ice film, Cold as Ice. Cold as Ice? Cool as Ice? One of those two titles. Who has her bed in just the middle of the room.
We don't want to wake up Mom and Dad.
So this is one of two primary bathrooms.
Yeah, I'd do coke off that sink. Just a quick... Woo! Where's my boy? Michael Cera. Michael Cera, come here, we're gonna get mad Why did I say Michael Cera? I could have said literally any celebrity and I went with Michael Cera. I mean, he seems a nice guy. Scott Pilgrim is like my favourite film of all time, so I'm fine with that. My first crush on any character was actually on Ramona Flowers. Well, Mary Elizabeth Winstead playing Ramona Flowers in that film. Just a little bit of trivia for you there.
As you can see, it's remained virtually unchanged since the 1930s. You have floor-to-ceiling marble, a really beautiful antique sink.
Bro, if I'm spending $115 million, I don't want a shower and bath combo. I've already got that.
In today's day and age, we would call this the retreat. This is where you get banished when you're snoring or you have to do some work or you want to catch up on emails and don't want to do it in bed. It really has an elegance to it.
A retreat? I've never heard of a retreat. Why not just have an office? Like, looking out the window is nice and everything, especially when you've got a view and not a view. But having settees behind you and stuff, it's just weird if you got people in there talking to you and you've just got your back to them like that, you know, it's strange. Rich people Now we get to see the entertainment room, which I've been looking forward to seeing. For $115 million, I'm expecting like a screening cinema type area, a pool table at least, a proper rave room, you know, the whole 9 yards.
We're now at the lower level of the home, which is the entertainment wing. It's currently being used as a billiards area.
Okay, I was right about the pool table, and why the fuck is there another big ass mirror just leaning up against the wall? I'm convinced that this is just some illogical rich person thing that happens because they're rich and that's the only reason. Is this a thing? Is this a theme for all rich people's houses? I don't understand. So this used to be a screening room. They had 4 projectors through the wall. So when one reel ended, they could just watch the next one and the next one and the next one, which is pretty cool. But reducing that to just a pool table and 2 settees facing each other, it's so lame, dude. If you've got that much money, why have you got that as your entertainment space?
I'm now in the Marilyn Monroe tunnel that was built for her
There's a tunnel?
and provides the perfect discrete access point directly into Joseph Shank's screening casting room.
It was built for Marilyn Monroe as a discreet entrance point directly into Joseph Shank's rooms, which is really goddamn weird. I know she was the biggest actress ever at the time, so she couldn't just go through the front door, but I was sure the allegations of an affair are really just allegations and rumours. She's got her own tunnel and everything. I think we know what's happening. Look at that bird's eye view, dude. You've got to go on such a trek just to get to your pool. I thought you'd want a big house so that everything you need is just right there in front of you. You don't even need to try to like get there. But it has a pool, a tennis court, that's 2 off my list. There are no balconies, no pillars, no gym, no cinema room, no proper games room, no at least half basketball court, and it doesn't even look like you get that good of a view. So in my professional opinion, this house is not worth $115 million. Not to say that I wouldn't like it. But thank you for joining me today and encouraging this addiction. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's always greatly appreciated and I will love you forever. Have a great day.